Welcome Aries, Rose Burnett here, Mind, Body, Soul Balance. This is your April 2021 Tarot forecast. Now it is a general reading, so it's trust yourself what resonates, leave what does not. If you're brand new to my channel, big welcome. Awesome to have you here. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. You'll get more great content from me. For those that regularly follow my channel, you're rocking awesome. Love your support. And a big shout out, happy birthday to all of you having birthdays this month. And I hope you have a wonderful celebration. And now, if you would like to get the extended version of this reading, you can jump straight into it right now. You get the predictions that we're about to go through. You also get higher guidance in terms of general energies around whatever comes out in the predictions. We're also going to be doing a love forecast for the month, as well as higher guidance from spirit. So the easiest way to get that is to hit the join button or the very first link in the description box below. Yeah, there's a small monthly fee, and you also get the mid-monthly as well. It's like getting 2 personal readings from me every month in terms of extended readings, so go check that out. And if you'd like to stay connected with me, I'm on Instagram. Come and say hi. Do a lot of daily motivation, inspiration over there, fitness, health tips, recipes. So if you're on Instagram, I'll pop my Instagram handle on here. Come and say hi. Yeah. And if you'd like to get a personal reading, they are open. I only do them a couple of days a week, so it's pretty much first in, first served. They're deeply transformational. Answer the questions you'd most like answered. I do an Akashic record check of your past life information. Meditate on your current energies. We go right into chakra balance, any places that you're feeling a little bit stuck in life, as well as high guidance from spirit. So I'll pop that link up here, as well as booking info down below. Let's get started with your reading, Aries. And we're going to dive straight into predictions with the beautiful Angel Wisdom Tarot. Let's see what you need to know. You got the Page of Fire, and it pertains to an exciting new opportunity coming towards you, most likely related to your career, something very passionate about. Aligning with your passions. Oh, this is kind of interesting. You got the 7 of Air, and there's someone running off with all the swords. So just watch the intentions of others around you. It can pertain to manipulation, deception. Watch your finances. They've all got their back turned, yeah, while somebody's running off with the swords. And you've also got transformation, yeah. Very much whenever a transformation card comes out, we're either going through a significant life event, or there's a feeling that you need to change deep within self. Often it's about releasing old ways of being, habits, ways of thinking. Always leads to personal growth. You've also got the King of Air, and he's a little bit, dare I say, a little bit jaded. It can represent self being a little bit closed off emotionally, particularly in relationships. It can be someone you're dealing with, yeah, in terms of relationships. Can also relate to, I mean, it is a king, yeah, someone being very impartial, practical. Wow, this is super interesting. You've also got the Justice card. The very first thing it says is to be impartial, yeah? You may be going through something in the legal system that you're waiting for a result on. It's also about standing up for yourself when you align with your own values, your own integrity, whatever happens, particularly if there's some sort of deception going on, yeah? Karmic justice will always come into play. Okay, that's flying out. You've got another king here, which is the King of Earth, and it's very much about planning and strategizing for the future before you take the next steps, getting a very clear path forward. It can also represent a guardian angel watching over you. You've also got the Awakening, which is hanging upside down, yeah, which is very much looking at things from a different perspective. You may get more clarity about a situation. It's sitting directly under the guy that's running off with all the swords. So you may be getting a bit of an awakening to possibly an unwise choice you've made, or you've put your belief in someone when you shouldn't have. You've got the beautiful Strength card here, which means you've got great inner strength. It's relying on that strength, particularly those of you going through significant life changes, transformation. And you've got the 4 of Fire. This is where you're leading to, yeah? Beautiful energy. Time of celebration. There's a gorgeous home in the background, a beautiful couple. in this beautiful dance, this embrace. Speaks very much to peace and prosperity coming towards you. What else does Aries need to know? You got the ego, which is very much about a self-imposed feeling of being stuck, yeah? A little bit illusionary. He's cutting through the chains that are around her wrists, which means you can cut through them at any time. If you're feeling stuck, it's really got to examine why you're feeling stuck. Always to do with our emotions, our mindset, the way we're looking at things, yeah? So there's kind of some contrasting energies going on here. There's some, dare I say, a few negatives coming through in terms of how you're possibly looking at life. There may have been something that was out of your control, where you made an unwise choice, hasn't turned out how you hoped. There's quite a bit of transformation going on, but there's also some beautiful, you've got a brand new career opportunity coming in. It definitely speaks to a shift in energy. You've just got to do some planning about your next steps, having a clear step forward, yeah. Relying on your strength, knowing that this prosperity, this renewal of peace is coming towards you. All right, let's put you some guidance with the beautiful Muse Tarot. You got the Six of Emotions. Yeah, it's kind of got her inner child sitting in the circle there, which is looking on the past, reflecting on the past, possibly she's a little bit tinged in sadness, so you may be getting stuck in things that have happened in childhood right through, particularly with family. You may be romanticizing the past, and Spirit's saying you need to bring yourself back to the present. You can also change how you think about memories and things like that, put a more positive spin on them, look at them in a light of how much strength they've given you. It's super interesting. When I was shuffling this, I was just about to say some of you are focusing on the negatives versus the positives in your life. You've got the Five of Materials. There's a lot of dark energy there. She's laying on the ground in fetal position, yeah, all curled up, feeling hopeless. And yet behind her there is a doorway, beautiful roses above it. So it's sitting directly under the awakening, which is looking at things from a different perspective. Lift yourself up. Those of you feeling that way, I don't think you all are, just a few of you. You've also got the Three of Emotions. It can pertain to friendships. It can pertain to third-party situations. She's holding a globe in her hand. There's a lot of watery energy. Getting in touch with your emotions, facing your emotions, dealing with your emotions, yeah. And you've got the Page of Inspiration, beautiful inspired ideas coming to you directly from Spirit. There's a lot of creativity here, trusting your creativity. And you've got the World, yeah, which is very much about cycle completions. Success, achievement, your hard work paying off, brand new starts in life, brand new cycles starting. All right, let's put you some angel healing messages. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? Some of you really need to lift your vibration. Wow, you've pulled transformation again. Through great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to an ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. You've also pulled the Unknown. It says, do not fear the unknown. It is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Third message, just in your predictions about transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. And you've also pulled Sacred Knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of eternal love, which is very much about listening to yourself, trusting yourself. And let's pull you some guidance from the beautiful Divine Circus Oracle. You've pulled Out of Darkness. Have a look at the image on that. So beautiful. Why do I feel it's going to be like the most perfect message? It says, Aries, something that's been troubling you, something dark within you or in your life, is about to become something else. You won't see it coming, but when the time is right, out of darkness will come new life. A seed of new life is growing, and perhaps you cannot see it or feel it, because the seed begins its journey to new life in the darkness, hidden away from sight and away from light. This seed is destined to bring new life to a situation that might have seemed to be dying, a fresh perspective to a stale problem. And when the time is right, which is fast approaching, the seed will push through, rise up and reveal itself. It will no longer just be a seed, but a shoot that will grow into a plant that can then flower and bear fruit. It is not a question of whether or not it's going to happen. It is going to happen, it's just a matter of time. And whatever struggle or challenge in life or in your heart right now, trust it's going to work out. Not only that, but the very thing that seems to be the darkest in your life, the most troublesome, is actually going to bring forth a beautiful gift of new life. And in a strange way, it's actually trying to help you. It's assisting you in being ready to receive and experience new life, for something new to be born in you and in your life. It might be the realization of your own inner strength, your courage, your development of belief in yourself, confidence to trust your instincts, or some other gift yet to be understood. In time, you'll see that those gifts developed in order to get through the darkness helped you step out of the darkness and into a whole new life. And soon there will be an opportunity and even a blessing hidden in the troubles of your past, just waiting for the right time to transform itself into light and life. And there's a healing ritual here. It says to crouch down into a little ball or lie down, curled up as small as you can be, and then say, you can just visualize this, yeah? The seed starts very small and in darkness. And then slowly as you can, allow your spine to straighten as you uncurl yourself, eventually rising up, standing up, legs straight, arms open, head up, shoulders back, chest feeling open rather than concave. And say, the seed grows into a strong, healthy plant. It brings forth new life in perfect time and in the perfect way. Still standing, one hand on your heart, say, I am loved and protected by the universe as the darkness holds the seed of new life safe until the moment for birth is upon it. New life rises up through me. I rise, I rise, I rise. Most perfect guidance for you at this time, absolutely. And for those of you watching the free reading, those are your messages for April 2021. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave your comments below. I'm always in there answering your comments as well. And in terms of, we're going to go into the extended reading. There's a big focus, yeah, on transformation. Certainly this energy of coming out of these stuck states that some of you are in, yeah. And there's this beautiful celebration coming towards you in terms of peace and prosperity. So the general energies will focus on those, as well as we're going to go straight into love for singles, couples, someone you're thinking about, as well as high guidance from spirit. So remember, all you need to do is hit the join button to get the extended or the very first link in the video description box below. If you feel like you need a personal reading, reach out, come say hi. And for those of you that are VIP members or wanting to get the extended, hang around. We're going into that next. So Aries, in terms of love, we're going to be using the Romance Angel Oracle. So as I mentioned, for those of you looking for love, possibly someone you're thinking about or in a relationship. Oh, that so wants to fly out. You've called love yourself first, which is building up your sense of self-love, self-worth, really appreciating yourself. When you do that, it always reflects outwards, yeah? You've also got the message to be playful, fun, flirty, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship. Not be so serious, just be very light-hearted in love. You got finances and career factor in your love life right now. Can be you, can be a partner, can be creating stress, maybe something you're worrying about. You've also got Chemistry, yeah, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Kind of beautiful. We certainly want that in a love relationship. And for those of you that are in a partnership, Spirit's saying you need to take some time away together. Yes, that one-on-one couple time. Away from the busyness of life, away from the busyness of others. Some of you need to release the energy of an ex, yeah, still holding on to it. Sitting directly under love yourself first. So some of you relating to that have come out of a relationship, you need to build yourself up a bit, yeah. You've also got codependencies affecting your love life. So I'm going to say to you, some of you, it may be, there's a message channeling through that some of you drink a little bit too much. Yeah. Just watch that. It can be the relationship you've come out of was codependent. Yeah. So whenever that happens, there's something within self that needs balance in terms of who we're choosing as love partners. Can be us, can be the other person. You've also got healing family issues, yeah, as you forgive your parents, your love life benefits, meaning there's some karmic stuff that needs to be cleaned up. Some of you may be subconsciously unaware of it. Often what happens is we'll do things that sabotage love relationships, yeah, or how we think about things. And under chemistry, you've got a past life relationship, you've known each other before, speaks to a soulmate, absolutely. Some of you are with a soulmate. Wow, yeah, because right next to that you got soulmate. So for couples, there's this beautiful message coming through that some of you are in a gorgeous relationship. There may be some issues around finances and career. There's a lot of chemistry. For singles, there's some work that needs to happen around self in terms of personal growth and development, yeah? All right, let's pull you some guidance from the beautiful Angel Answers Oracle about love. We'll see what else comes out. You've got If You Believe, which is directly related to singles who need to love themselves a bit more. The power of positivity, knowing that there's a soulmate out there for you. You've also got the message to be assertive in love. Be playful, be flirty, put yourself out there, singles. There's two here. And Spirit's asking you to have faith and trust, directly related to finances and career, growing from the past, leaving the past behind. Definitely got romance coming in, directly related. There's a soulmate coming in for some of you. Spirit's saying you need to get ready first. For others, you're with a soulmate. And there's a need for you to get more information. It's directly related to taking some time out together. It's also related to a soulmate. You've also got reconsider. So someone may be trying to come back to you. Spirit saying, I mean, if that resonates with you and you're pining over an ex, I mean, Spirit saying there were some significant issues there, on both sides. They are saying a soulmate's available to you coming in the near future. So think about that, yeah. Let's pull you one more there. They're saying within the next few weeks there's a soulmate coming. Kind of good news, singles. Oh, yeah. You're looking for love. Let's pull you some soulmate messages. All right, that one wants to come out. You've got the quality of your thoughts equals the quality of the life you experience. Thoughts are living energies and have an enormous influence on what you attract in your life. Think love and that is what you will attract. Speaks directly to those of you that need to love yourself a little bit more. And you've also got it from a physical perspective. Some relationships may seem less than perfect, yet from a higher perspective, all relationships are sacred, for they help us grow in love and wisdom. So true. And you've also got the message to surround yourself with nature. You will feel a greater sense of well-being. Nature's healing energy is essential and magical. It will awaken essential magic within you. I have to say, whenever I get out in nature, no matter where I start off in terms of mindset and emotions, by the end of that, I always feel great. All right, next up, let's have a look at your general energies. And going to pull your essential energy from the Journey of Love Oracle. What is it that Aries needs to know at this time? Oh my God, your cards are flying out. Too many. Too many. Oh, okay. Oh, you've pulled self-initiation. There's a lot of fiery, passionate red energy there. Let's pull you up the guidance. It says, Aries, you're being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessing and love that's flowing towards you? In an upsurging wave of love, this is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet at the moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are a being of light, the divine that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? So this oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher, who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. It's a very brief poem. It says, how easy to love, the words flow when it is right, I dare not tell you. So much focus on self at the moment, and transformation and trusting yourself. All right, we're going to have a look at 4 key areas of focus from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and then pull you like the clarifiers. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? Thank you. Wow. Absolutely confirmation. You got abundance coming in. Such gorgeous energy. So many roses and flowers blooming there. Lots of daisies in the field. Wow. You've also got happiness coming in. And you've got purity, which is the white wolf, It's very much about you need to release the past. Anything holding yourself stuck. Anything you're recycling through. Clearing out that head space and those emotions. Wow. Another message to trust. Spirit keeps telling you to trust. Trust in the changes happening in your life right now. They're happening for a reason. Very big reason. Just amp that up with some beautiful crystals. All right, let's have a look at this abundance. I'm going to pull you some clarifiers with the energy oracle. Got 2 here. Some of you absolutely experiencing financial constraints right now, and Spirit saying your abundance is coming in. It's saying just to trust your intuition, trust yourself implicitly. You got deceit here again, so watch your money, that people aren't running off with your money, right? It could also be you deceiving yourself that you can't get yourself out of certain situations. There's a massive focus here on your root chakra, your material needs, I will pull you some clarifiers around this. Let's have a look at happiness. Got a storm warning going on, so there's certainly challenges going on in your life right now. To your happiness, you got the temple path, so Spirit's watching over you. Get into your high states of consciousness. It's directly related to deceit, so they're absolutely watching over you in that regard. You've got a broken heart sitting here, directly related to your happiness and sitting under your root chakra. And Spirit's saying you're absolutely going to have victory over both. You will have a victory over that broken heart. Some of you have broken up with someone, Let's have a look at purity. Certainly not all of you, because some of you are in a gorgeous soulmate connection. Oh my God, so flying out. That nearly had wings, my darlings. You've got the daughter romance opening directly related to happiness. Some of you absolutely, singles, need to cut the ties to the past. Sitting right next to it. Because you've got the angel of love wanting to touch your life. You got yin and yang, which is bringing yourself into state of balance and wholeness. So important at this time. And you got the thinking woman. So girls, being very balanced and rational at this time, getting out of your emotions. Some of you are just mentally stuck in your head right now. You've also got woman holding a coin. So girls, again, your financial situation, it's going to turn around. Guys, this can absolutely be a love interest that you're dealing with coming towards you. If it is, they're going to be very balanced and rational. They're going to be financially secure. In order for you to attract that, if the last relationship you had with someone, I'm speaking directly to the guys, was codependent, you need to balance yourself. Yeah, something within self that's imbalanced if you're attracting codependent relationships. All right, let's have a look at your financial constraints up here. Okay, there's also some hostilities around it. So somebody might be putting pressure on you around money. People trying to collect money. Which is not a great energy to have happen. You've also got an attachment here. Someone attaching themselves to your energy. Spirit's saying you're the magician in the mirror. You can turn this around, yeah. You need to make an effort, though. You've also got the journey card, which again is transformation. It tells me you're going to overcome this, Aries. Let's have a look at this deceit. You got your emotions here. So some of you may be self-deceit or deceit's affecting your emotions. Again, you've got spirit watching over you. Spirit above and below you in terms of deceit, in terms of your reading, they're absolutely watching over you. Let's have a look at trust. Spirit saying just have patience with the timing of things. They are going to turn around. You got healer of the ages. So some of you may need to seek a healer of the ages to bring yourself into emotional balance, particularly if you need some support. And you got the world here. Again, it's come out twice for you. Yeah, cycle completion's happening. Oh, you got these gorgeous caring connections in your life. Some of you absolutely have a beautiful love relationship in your life. For others, this kind of love relationship's available to you. The energy of it is here. Yeah, and you got woman holding a heart. Definitely a love connection here. Definitely a love connection. All right, let's put some guidance with the Goddess Guidance deck. Having a look at the top row around all the financial constraints going on. Spirit saying your abundance is going to come in. Someone trying to run off with your money or have run off with your money. You got Mary Magdalene, very much about treating yourself with kindness, compassion, unconditional love, yeah. You've also got Dana, High Priestess. So some of you, the healer of the ages may be your life path, yeah. You got ancient wisdom you can use in spiritual teaching. Wow, Spirit's saying there's absolutely a true love in your life or coming towards you. Let's have a look at happiness. Bit of a storm going on. Got your broken heart sitting here. You're going to have victory over it. Spirit is watching over you, Aries. Again, you got your wisdom coming out. Spirit's saying you really need to trust yourself. See the truth of situations. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt, my loves. Just trust yourself. You got the strength card again. You're stronger than you think you are. It's come out twice. You need to rely on your strength at this time. Let's have a look at releasing the past, purity. All these doors that want to open in relation to love. Girls, your coin coming in, being very balanced. You got your independence here as an integral part of who you are. Don't apologize for it. Love it. And you got Freya, be bold, take risks, be daring, go after what it is you want. Can be related to your coin or love. All right, let's have a look at trust. You got this beautiful caring connection in your life coming towards you. Having patience. Spirit's saying again, you need to get yourself outside. Yeah, in nature. And you've also got a star of fertility. Any ideas, projects, things you're thinking about? Spirit's saying perfect time to kick them off. All right, let's put some guidance with the crystal reading deck. Having a look at this top row around your finances, your abundance, this true love. Spirit watching over you. Spirit saying you're absolutely going to have success with your money, with love. You just have to have courage and strength and faith at this time. Let's have a look at happiness. Again, you got your wisdom, your strength here, having victory over the past. Yeah, some of you absolutely need to face the shadow side of self and the way you're looking at situations, what you're saying to yourself. Yeah, because you've got to, as you're right, expanded awareness. Again, looking at things from a different perspective. Let's have a look at purity, which is releasing the past or the doors to love that want to open. Absolutely a need for you to step into your personal power, your empowerment. Aries, you are not a victim in your own life. Yeah, you're always making conscious choices. Remember that. Yeah, step into your personal power. And a big, strong message to bring yourself into balance in all aspects. Let's have a look at trust, having patience, kicking off your ideas. This beautiful love connection over here. You got Kyanite Blue, letting go. Spirit saying you absolutely need to let go of the past. People, situations. Third message, you're divinely protected at this time by Spirit. Nobody's going to get away with anything I'm going to say, Aries. Not on their watch. All right, let's put some guidance from the Messenger Oracle. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? You got seek the lesson. So some of you, there's a lesson to be learnt here. Around your finances, around any manipulation, deception that went on. Yeah. Broken heart. You've also got the message to seek your destiny. Big focus on your life purpose, yeah? Wow. Same row as purity, which is letting go of the past. You got to let go of the old. Spirit's really telling you on loudspeaker, Aries, there's something from the past you need to let go of, yeah? Persons, situations, free yourself. And again, seek your answers within, all over your reading, yeah? So much about trusting your heart, your intuition. All right, I'm actually going to pull you some guidance in terms of your crowning energy from the Lightwork Oracle. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? You've pulled unplug from the mass consciousness, which is very much about not absorbing the energies of the environment, things going on in the world. Let's pull you up the guidance, because that can impact us deeply, yeah? It says there is a belief system based on fear and doubt and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it's safer to stay with the crowd, to not question what you've been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You're being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You're capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that's too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You're supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs you're cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices or perhaps your new ideas that make them feel uncomfortable, your high guidance encourages you to keep opening up your mind to a more loving, higher reality. And if you've been thinking along new lines and wonder if you're going crazy, your guidance tells you you're doing a great job. You are not crazy, so trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize that the benefits gained from unplugging, you'll enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up for you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you're breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own high frequency consciousness. Dare I say, happens to me all the time. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful for you. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself one layer, one thought, one word, one deed at a time from that of the mass consciousness that would have you buy into more stuff, more fear, competition, more doubt, more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world, the power we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. Beautiful message, got to say. And there's an invocation here. It says, Aries, of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, my mind, my soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, compassion, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and to stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way, with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. Got to say, the most perfect guidance for your reading for some of you that need to get out of a bit of a funk. The shadow side of self, yeah. Absolutely feels like things are going to turn around for your Aries, yeah. All right, those are your messages. So blessed you're in the VIP members area. You totally rock. Reach out if you feel like you need a personal reading. Take it easy, my loves, and have the most amazing birthday. Much now, and for now, much love, much light. Namaste.